p.m.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CBM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Every dream conquered is another dream game. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music keeps on playing. And the people that must say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling. Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights
Tonight in CVM News at 7, medical care and humanitarian relief bring hope to Westmoreland families. Health Ministry starts week-long fogging exercise, and in Farming Forward, Nutrimix provides support to farmers following Hurricane Melissa. While in sports, Cavalier, Mount Pleasant, Spanish Town all claim narrow wins in Jamaica Premier League action. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. It's Sunday, December 28, 2025. I'm Ronaldo Adams. Thank you so much for joining us. While Christmas was a time of celebration for some Jamaicans, for others, it was marked by loss, hardship, and uncertainty following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Now, a major humanitarian outreach is bringing much-needed relief to some of the island's hardest-hit communities. Our reporter Akeem Oret has the details. We will come back to that report later on. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health and Wellness has scheduled a week of fogging across the island. The activity is expected to start today, Sunday, December 28, and continue until Saturday, January 3, 2026, as part of a dengue response. We will also revisit that story later on. It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year when children are enjoying new toys and extra playtime during the holidays. But health officials warn it's not usual for a spike in emergency room visits from playtime-related injuries. Curlin Brown has this report.
According to the Health Ministry, parish health departments will start the fogging exercise on Sunday in the parishes of Trelawney, St. James, Hanover, St. Thomas, Kingston and St. Andrew, Westmoreland and Portland. On Monday, communities in Silo and Windsor in St. Elizabeth, Coates Pen in Clarendon, Silverstone in St. Catherine, Woodstock, Nevermind and Georges Valley in Manchester, while Top Pen and Wellington, Stockholm Park and Gully Road in St. Mary and Fair Prospect in Portland will see vector control workers in the area to rid communities of mosquitoes. The Health Ministry says fogging will be conducted in 12 of the 14 parishes on Tuesday, December 30. Come December 31, New Year's Eve, residents in the parish capitals of St. Elizabeth and St. James, along with communities in Victoria Town, Red Hill, Cassava Peace, and Retrieve in Manchester, should get a reprieve in the number of mosquitoes. On New Year's Day, January 1, vector control workers will focus solely on St. Elizabeth. According to the ministry, vector control workers are an important part of the dengue response, which will happen in all parishes on Friday, January 2 and 3. The ministry is calling on residents to support the vector control teams as they carry out their duties. Since the passage of Hurricane Melissa, there has been a significant increase in the number of mosquitoes across the island.
So that was actually our fogging story. We will pick up on the story that I was referring to earlier. While Christmas was a time of celebration for some Jamaicans, for others it was marked by loss, hardship and uncertainty following the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Now, a major humanitarian outreach is bringing much needed relief to some of the island's hardest hit communities. Our reporter Akeem Oret has the details.
In the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa, many families in Westmoreland remain displaced and struggling with limited access to healthcare and basic supplies. Through a partnership with the Air Hearing and Dizzy Center, Three Angels Pharmacy, Peace Boat, Mega Mart, Affirm Ambulance Services, and support from the police, Crisis Support Charity mounted a large-scale outreach targeting vulnerable residents. The initiative focused on two of the hardest-hit communities in Westmoreland, Chantilly District and Ricketts Avenue, where homes were damaged and access to medical care severely disrupted. One resident, Lilith Sukra, who was at the location to get medication for her husband, who broke his hip just before Hurricane Melissa, says they have nothing.
We don't get no food, nothing we don't have. And we never get anything. You sit down here, then we come and we live like 1 mile up there. So we don't get it. By the time we here and if we do come down here, so the young people then push it down, to be honest. We are old people. We have some people up there is bedridden right now, not getting any food. And when we beg them to apple here, they don't give me.
Anyone who would like to assist Ms. Sukra can contact her at 876-352-6008. For other residents, however, even the smallest act made an overwhelming difference. Elderly resident Gladstone Findlay of Ricketts Avenue was brought to tears after receiving a single chair, a simple item, but one that restored comfort and independence after the storm.
I feel so good, so great. I have a seat and because I drive come this, but I know that I can't come and suppose stand up. Right. So I bring all that seat anywhere I go. Right. But this one is better, this is more comfortable. Wow. Yeah, so I feel good about it.
In the meantime, through the combined support of donors and partners, Crisis Support Charity mobilized a coordinated effort in providing medical consultations, medication mobility aids, and emergency supplies. Rowan McNally is the owner of Three Angels Pharmacy.
So we offer medication counseling, we have medication, prescription, and over-the-counter meds that we will be providing as a part of the package. We travel with a team of doctors, and we also will be helping out with screening, with checking for high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and there's a counseling board as well if that is needed.
McNally further notes the initiative went beyond handing out care packages.
It's not just to hand out a care package, but a deeper care, a deeper need is there, and so we make sure that their medication and their prescription stress is alleviated as much as possible.
As for crisis charity support,
we look forward to continuing to help the community and to help to build a bigger and better Jamaica.
Akeem Oret for CVM News.
It's that time of the year when children are enjoying new toys and extra playtime during the holidays. But health officials warn it's not usual for a spike in emergency room visits from play-related injuries. Carolyn Brown has more.
Are at risk of falling for different reasons. Toddlers, because of their developing motor skills and their natural curiosity, and older ones who participate in physical activities including sports. Falls account for the highest incidence of injuries in hospital patients 0 to 19 years old. The World Health Organization, the WHO, reports over 80% of fall-related fatalities happen in low- and middle-income countries like Jamaica. And so the consequences of falling cannot be overstated, while guiding minors about the importance of playing safely.
There can be mortality associated with falls, but there can also be disability as well. This can range from mild injury, such as some abrasions, lacerations, but we can have significant injury, including head injury, intra-abdominal solid injury. We have psychological trauma.
According to pediatric surgeon Dr. Autrine Buchanan-Waite, a child who is emotionally wounded may refuse to play, while the hurt for the parents builds.
The direct cost, they may have to now pay the taxi to take them to the hospital. They may have to pay for the imaging, depending on where they go. They have to pay for rehabilitation, pay for the hospital stay. And then you have the indirect economic effects. The parents may have to be absent from work, which means they'll have less income coming in as well. The CDC in 2023 reported that over $3 billion was spent on medical costs for non-fatal falls presenting to the hospital in children up to 19 years of age.
In addition to knowing the risk factors, Dr. Buchanan-Waite stresses proper supervision is essential at all times.
We want to remember that falls in children poses a serious health and economic concern.
Curlin Brown, CVM News.
Investigators have arrested two other senior directors in what is considered a major development in the multi-billion-dollar fraud case at the now-defunct Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. Investors and the public have been clamoring for answers and recovery of funds after financial irregularities were brought to light in 2023. Details in this report from Damian Phillips.
The founder and former director of failed investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited on Saturday faced intense questioning from investigators looking into the fraudulent activities that led to the collapse of the investment firm. But Hugh Croskery wasn't the only one in the hot seat. The two other persons directly connected to SSL, his daughter, a former director, Sarah Meany, and Zachary Harding, former CEO, appeared before investigators. Hugh Croskery and Sarah Meany were taken into police custody when their properties located in St. Andrew and St. James were visited and searched by a joined-up team of investigating departments and agencies. Reports are that at about 4:30 a.m., a joined-up team executed 4 search warrants, one at a St. James address in Kempshott District and 3 others on premises located in St. Andrew. Croskery, who has all along publicly denied any wrongdoing, was taken in by investigators at premises located at Wickham Avenue, where electronic devices and several documents were seized. He was taken into custody on reasonable suspicion of breaches of the Bank of Jamaica Act, Securities Act, Larceny Act, and Banking Services Act. Meanwhile, in Kempshott St. James, SSL-related documents and multiple electronic devices were also confiscated, and Mrs. Meany was brought in by lawmen for her direct connection to activities at SSL and unreasonable suspicion of involvement in irregular financial activities. For his part, Zachary Harding spared himself much indignity when the former CEO of SSL walked into the Financial Investigations Division at CTOC to be questioned in the presence of his attorneys. He, like the others, are questioned on suspicion of breaches of the BOJ Act, Securities Act, Banking Services Act, and Companies Act. Investigators are assessing all matters arising and forensically inspecting all evidence collected.
This operation is being led by the Financial Investigation Division. MOCA is really playing a critical supporting role to the FID in that regard. That support mainly involves the use of our data and cyber forensics personnel who will assist with the securing, handling, and processing of evidentiary items, including digital devices and other documentary material. Notwithstanding this supporting role, though, we remain ready to provide whatever additional capabilities or assistance the FID may require to carry out and complete the operations in a timely manner.
A multi-agency team, including the Financial Investigations Division, the Constabulary Financial Unit, the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency is probing to recover millions of US dollars gone missing from the institution and to find out who might be culpable. According to senior officials, the investigation has been progressing with the application of the highest professional standards. The irregular activities at the SSL saw upwards of 200 client accounts being affected, and it was found that the extent of the fraud exceeded $3 billion in value. This came to light in January 2023 with the Financial Investigations Division pointing to the impacted accounts and revelation of other fraudulent schemes at SSL, which has resulted in the misappropriation and or loss of numerous investors' funds. One big-name client who lamented losses, Sprint legend Usain Bolt. The authorities report that they have been robustly pursuing various lines of inquiry and taking all the necessary steps that lead to evidence-based prosecutions in the court at the appropriate time against all guilty parties. Prior to Saturday morning's operation, Jean Ann Panton was in February 2023 the only person arrested and charged for multiple offenses. As investigations continue, members of the public are being asked to remain calm and avoid the operational areas where possible. The third person arrested on Saturday was Dermont Meany for breaching the Firearms Act. For CVM News, I'm Damon Phillips.
Stay with us for more CVM News at 7 after this break.
Making it easier for you to order your favorite pizzas, no waste no time. So you can do it online.
Now you can order Pizza Hut online at pizzahutjamaica.com or through WhatsApp at 876-837-4488. Pizza Hut, now that's...
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction, 'cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard, and the music keeps on playing, and the people them I say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got a spark, don't put it down. Shine your lights on.
Coming up on Farming Forward this Sunday.
That I make all the preparation prior to the storm, but it was so massive that the preparation was not enough to save the unit and the chicks.
So apart from this, we've been doing some free vet clinics, and we started out in the big two parishes, so St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, and then we're moving to other ones.
I'm Druselle Mills, and Farming Forward is this Sunday. We're in Elim, St. Elizabeth to be exact, and we're here with Nutrimix. Let's see it happen on CVM TV.
Nutrimix on Farming Forward.
Yay! Join us, tune in. Don't forget it's Sunday.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more.
Welcome back. Principal Director of Investigations at the Financial Investigations Division, Keith Darian, says the operation underscores the authorities' commitment to protecting Jamaica's financial system on the back of the recent SSL discovery.
This operation reflects our commitment to conducting thorough evidence-led investigations that protect the integrity of Jamaica's financial system. By working together and securing key evidence, we strengthen the case where needed to advance accountability and safeguard the public interest. We will continue to work strategically with our partners to follow the facts, pursue the proceeds of crime, and prosecute financial crime in the courts in keeping with the rule of law.
We will not relent. That is the firm message from Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake to criminals as he reflects on what he describes as a successful year in the fight against crime. With just 3 days remaining in 2025, the police commissioner says the significant reduction in murders recorded this year is not temporary but sustainable. Details in this report.
With a more than 40% reduction in murders, Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake says this year will be one remembered for saving hundreds of lives.
Murders are down by 43% nationally. As at December 20, 2025, Jamaica has recorded 649 murders, represented 487 fewer murders than the same period in 2024. This is not a marginal improvement. It is a substantial reduction, and it reflects the cumulative impact of intelligence-led policing, focused operations against gangs, enhanced firearms interdiction, and the commitment of our officers on the ground.
Dr. Blake lauded the investment of the government and support of the Police Services Commission and the Jamaica Defence Force. He insists the gains will be sustained once the support continues.
As long as the state remains unified, as long as communities, institutions, and security forces continue to move together, we will continue to protect life, preserve order, and strengthen the safety of our nation. This reduction means hundreds of families have been spared the trauma of violent loss. It means communities that once lived under constant threat are beginning to experience relief and stability. And it sends a clear signal that violent criminality is being confronted with precision and persistence.
He noted that in addition to murders, shootings are down 32% and reported rapes down by 27%. Overall major crimes are down by 13%. For gangs and others involved in crime, this warning.
The message remains unchanged. We are patient, we are informed, and we will not relent. Our presence on the streets has also been a critical factor. The continued expansion of visible patrols, including foot and motorized patrols, has enhanced deterrence, improved response times, and strengthened public confidence, particularly in high-traffic urban spaces and commercial districts.
Hurricane Melissa damaged the agriculture sector, the poultry division especially, with the loss of 458,000 layers, representing more than 50% of the laying flock, and 780,000 broilers. The damage is estimated at $2 billion, according to Minister of Agriculture Floyd Green. On this week's episode of Farming Forward, Giselle Mills takes you on a journey with Nutrimix to cover how they are assisting poultry farmers to rebuild stronger than before.
Farming Forward is brought to you by Nutrimix. Welcome to Farming Forward. Hurricane Melissa severely damaged our farming sector, leaving many farmers with pieces to pick up or start over. Nutrimix decided to jump on board with a special hurricane relief initiative to assist our farmers. Let's take a peek at what's happening. Commonly known to Jamaicans as chicken coop is actually the proper term. However, to maintain culture, we will keep it Jamaican. With Nutrimix, it's more than just providing feed and care for your farm animals. Nutrimix is always there with you.
We do apologize for the technical difficulties on that clip. But now we take a look at regional and international news. Instead, we'll take a break. More CVM News at 7 right after this.
Every dream conquered is another dream gained. I land and I fly again like a jet plane. Headed straight in your direction. 'Cause I'm wiser, one step closer. I'm winning 'cause I work so hard. And the music you stop playing, and the people that must say we are my show tonight. Oh, what a feeling! Don't stop dreaming. Keep on believing in the power of the feeling. Whatever you want, take a chance. Song in your heart, step in your dance. You got the spark, don't fit the dark. Shine your lights
One click. That's all it takes to shut your business down. Data loss, ransom messages, and viruses are serious. At SMS, or Cybersecurity 360 protects your systems, your data, and your future. 43% of cyber attacks target small businesses, and 60% of those businesses close within 6 months. Don't leave your business unprotected. Choose SMS Cybersecurity 360 for complete protection. Guaranteed. This isn't a maybe, it's a must. Book your free audit now.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
One click. That's all it takes to shut your business down. Data loss, ransom messages, and viruses are serious. At SMS, or Cybersecurity 360 protects your systems, your data, and your future. 43% of cyber attacks target small businesses, and 60% of those businesses close within 6 months. Don't leave your business unprotected. Choose SMS Cybersecurity 360 for complete protection. Guaranteed. This isn't a maybe, it's a must. Book your free audit now.
Tune in to Lead Story, weekdays at 6 p.m. Hosted by Jody Ann Quarry.
Brought to you by VC's Electric